a midfielder played yesterday. Dele Bashiru.
Yeah, it's go with Fisayo Dele Bashiru. So it's go with Fisayo Dele Bashiru. So it's going to be our player focus today. And going to actually focus on his strength. His strengths are actually we did the Wobby last week. We did the Wobby last week. So focus on the strength, dribbling, finishing, physicality, actually drive with the ball. He drives with the ball. I hope this guy that's this ready thing. Okay. 1-2 passing to weakness, actually tackling, defensive, actually contribution. It's not that. But that let me just highlight one of his weakness. Defensive contribution. Why do you think Eguavon is playing as a so far back when you know that he's strongly for defense? He cannot defend properly. Why do you think that the coach keep on? Him and Iwobi, they are poor defensively, but Eguavon keep on playing them very close to the back line. Why do you think is that?
Like I said, a lot of our players are profiled wrongly, and it's so sad.
Mm-hmm.
Because see, the thing is, they have the idea of 1994 in the past, JJ used to play this position. And I'm tired. That's in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Now you need people that are strong on transitions.
Yeah.
Especially when you are going to be front-footed.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. So for me too, I also think
you need people that once you lose the ball, they are strong in the counter press in the central midfield. The attacking midfielders can still be a little bit undecided in trying to track back, but the central midfielders.
Yeah. So I think I've given those on Instagram enough time.
You have given them enough grace.
Enough grace to join. So I'm going to actually end the stream on Instagram. And guys, as I told you, go on Gan Football on YouTube. He said this thing might not be used to it again. Go to Gan Football on YouTube and actually go and join. I'm going to end the stream on because we are going to, after this segment, we are going to who will be the next Super Eagles coach. And that is where the topic is. Who will be the next Super Eagles coach? That's actually
That's the odd thing. That
is the odd thing. That is the odd thing. We're going to dissect who will be the next Super Eagles coach. I can tell you that we have some spies and everything, but let's just hope that we're also right, because in NFF you can never be right. Let's just hope that. So I'm going to end the stream on Instagram now. So guys, I removed the guys. What is Akwe Grace? What is Akwe Grace? No, I don't give you Gant Football 2 on YouTube. Go and actually join. Make I remove it from this part. Thank you guys. I remove it Instagram. So the stream ends on Instagram straight away. So I've already ended the stream on Instagram. So that is actually what that's so. So yes, I've already ended the Instagram one. It's on Instagram one. This thing just thank you. So let's just move on to this guy. So I want to look at some areas, and I think that this guy has played for Nigeria, and we'll actually talk through those areas and how I think that the guy was actually misused. So I'm going to actually start that now. So the first slide you actually have on your screen is Dele Bashiru against South Africa. You can see him clearly here that what's it called? The Alex Iwobi passed the ball to him like this. Can you see that Dele Bashiru is dangerous when it's close to the area? It's dangerous when it's close to his opposition boss. So it's so physical. This guy that is backing is called I forgot his name. South African defender. He's one of the strongest South African defender during AFCON. You can see the way he actually muzzled him and scored. So I told you earlier, his physicality is one of his major strength. So he doubled and actually he scored that goal. You can see that one actually clearly. And that's why the triangle I put there, that was what in the use. A defensive midfielder and two attackers. I don't know how we arranged them, but one thing or the other, I realized that we were not actually doing well in the midfield that day. This was the arrangement against South Africa. Immediately we lose the ball. On transition, Iwobi and Bashiru out of position. And you can see clearly that when Iwobi and Bashiru clearly were out of position, you can just realize that it became it's now very difficult. I can see the stream. Let me see. Okay, no. I think I've stopped. So you only can stop. Okay, yeah. Sorry. Okay, I stopped. So I just want to be sure that I stopped. So you can see. So just to tell you, I like that word. It's not actually very good defensively. So this was let me just put this one. This was his goal against Libya. You can see clearly that he likes to anything around the area. Dele Bashiru is actually very good. He was arriving late in the area, and Simon saw him. Actually,
he has an eye for goal.
He has an eye for goal. That is actually a very good thing. Finishing is one of his strengths. And if somebody finishing is one of his strengths, I don't think you should need to put him in an area that is going to be extremely uncomfortable. I just think that the coach should look for a way to work out the best position for him in the national team too, so he can actually perform well. So this was his debut game. You can see that in this game itself, he was even ahead of Guendouzi. Can you see?
Yeah.
In that game, he was even ahead of Guendouzi. You can see that this was their early press against Venice when they took the lead. This was the opening game in the Serie A. He was even ahead of Guendouzi, to tell you that they don't even want him near the box. So they want him high up the pitch. So you can see clearly that that was Dele Bashiru. When they crossed the ball, he was in the box. Can you see? He was in the box and ready to actually to pounce on the ball. So I'm going to tell you that the area that Bashiru actually plays is, I think we are limiting him by putting him in the double pivots. For example, now against Rwanda in Kigali, we put him in a double pivot. And I think I'm going to get the screen actually see if I can be able to show some parts of that game. Sorry, I'm going to see maybe I can be able to show some parts of that game because of I can see maybe I'm able to show some part of that game too. So let me just see maybe I can actually bring that slide up so that you guys can be able to see exactly what I'm talking about, because I don't know, maybe you guys can see this one. So I just want to, I'm going to try and bring it out. So let me just continue with this. So you can see this one too. Can you see? You can see how high up it was against Valencia. It was trying to take on his marker. You don't get that one from a defensive midfielder. Do you expect someone like Rafael Onyedika to be in that type of position? You don't expect that. So I'm just trying to say that it's not as if I'm trying to talk down on the coach. I just think that the coach needs to actually watch out what this guy is doing for his club and how it can be instrumental. You can see that it's on the same line with even the forward players to tell you that his major strength is his attacking. Look at it now. This was against Valencia. He was waiting to pounce on that ball. That's red circle actually was put there. It was ready to actually to pounce on the ball and actually deposit the ball in the net. But I think unfortunately I don't think they scored this goal. So this was his goal against Dynamo Kiev in the Europa League. You can see he was going for a true ball. Can you see? You can see it was shoulder to shoulder with the last defender. That was number 7. He was going for a true ball to tell you clearly that this guy's strength is his major attacking outlet. So the more you want to limit him, the more you actually if you want to limit him, you put him very close to to the defensive line. Then you're not going to get the best out of him. He cannot make from the back for you. His major strength is for him to actually to go forward and actually go and attack that opponent. And the moment you keep on playing at any defensive midfield, I think it's going to be a big problem. So he scored this very beautiful goal, and that was good. So this is assist too. Can you see? He assisted Bumandia and actually in that game. So that was that. So that I want to just talk to you briefly about Dele Bashiru. So for you now, I know that he's no longer a newbie national team again. He has been national team for a while now. He has scored 2 goals for Nigeria. And how do you rate this guy's talent?
Honestly, I rate him highly because he's somebody that when I watched his first couple of games for Lazio, I'm like, there's something in this guy that can be unlocked. I feel like if we play with him, we can play in the Super Eagles, we can play an Onyeka and Ndidi to sit him behind them because he has an eye for goal. He will be on the right flank, Lookman, and Osimhen up front. So I feel he's somebody that he has the ability to give us something more than what we are seeing presently to Super Eagles. If he's in the game, if you are marking Osimhen can give Osimhen a long ball, you can knock it down for him and you get a goal.
Yes. I think his biggest strength is that playing close up front. Yes.
Even with that, defensive solidity would be strong because they have an Onyeka and Ndidi, and they will even have less thought of defensive work to do. Because he has his physicality, he has the drive with the ball, the 1-2 passing. So I feel like he's a very good. He's a good player. Don't let me say very good. He's a good player, which we need, just like we need to profile him better to get the best out of it in Super Eagles.
Yes. For me too. I think that the moment he adapts very well in this area now, he goes start getting game time, and as soon as he starts getting game time, I think that we can use him better in the national team because with this type of player who can play different formation. And so I can tell you. So, guys, I'm going to post the link for you to come on because I don't want to spend too much time here today. The final area we're going to go to is who will be the next gaffer of the Super Eagles. So the link is actually the comment section. You guys can actually be able to go on the link and be able to join with that link. So you guys know that for months now, I'll not say for a few weeks, for months now, since February this year, the NFF means what? Nigeria Football Federation. They've been looking for a competent manager to handle our national team. And we have been dilly-dallying. We have been going up and down. We experimented with the George. It didn't work out. We experimented with Osne Guavon too. Things were going sideways, before the NFF president himself decided that no, I think we need to actually have a new manager. According to reports, the new manager is going to have 8-month contracts. It's going to be 7 months or so, like between 6 to 8 months contract. Then will be renewed after the World Cup qualifier to see. So and I know that I just hope that the man qualifies for the World Cup because some people will be waiting that if he didn't qualify, they will.
This is the foreign base you have been looking for.
Yeah,